Hey look, I'm not in my room. So I'm actually at my college right now because, well, I have to be here all day and I still want to post videos for you guys, so I figured might as well just bring my camera and film something in between classes. And I got out early, so now I'm filming a video, so let's do a world review. So, world review, as I'm out in the world, for the Hunger Games. Like I said when I first introduced this idea, I am so glad it does not exist. Because if it did exist, we would all be in major, major trouble. And really, so let's think about this world. So a world that is, it's kind of hinted that it's dystopian America. It's hinted at that. But, like, it's a dystopian America. That's about all we know, because other than that, there was a rebellion over something. They never exactly say what something it is, and after that, what? They decided on the Hunger Games, which, okay, let's think about this for a second. What ruler, let's say you're ruling a country, okay? Imagine you're ruling over a country. It doesn't have to be America, it doesn't have to be something, you got a dictatorship going on, okay? And they rebel. Would your first choice be, hey, let's have the kids fight to the death in order to make sure that no one rebels again? Would that be really your first choice? Really? Would it be? Because I know it wouldn't be mine. Or my first reaction, if I was ruling over something and somebody came and told me, hey, your people are rebelling, I'd be like, why? That would be my first reaction, not let's stop it and create these Hunger Games. So, that would not be my first reaction, personally. I don't know about you, but I really hope that that would not be your first reaction. And it's really hard to review this world because there's so many questions about it. And when I say questions about it, I mean that we don't know anything about how this world came to be. At least with Divergent, they kind of explained how it came to be, how they decided to run these tests and put these DNA modifications in there to try to create a better society. The Maze Runner, they kind of explained that this was an evolved, like, disease that came out, and I don't know all the science words for it, but the Hunger Games, all we're told is that there was a rebellion, and that rebellion led to the world being as it was. That's all we know. My questions are mainly like, how did it start? What were they rebelling about? So many questions. Because, okay, American viewers. I don't know how many of you are American. I don't know how many of you guys are international. If you're not from America, still listen up, because I'm sure that you know something about a democracy or something about America's government. And then we'll get to all you people out there who are not from America in a minute. But if you have a democracy, still listen. Americans, let's talk for a second. Do you really think our government would pass a law allowing the Hunger Games to happen? You really, do you think that in our government, the law of, hey, they rebelled, well, let's create a game where kids try to kill each other? Do you really think that Congress or the president or someone out there, whoever's in charge whenever this went down, because if it was, I don't know, maybe President Snow, he looks about he could be that old. Maybe they had some, like, age thing, because I know it said 70 years, so I don't know if he was in charge for 70 years. That's another question I have. But whoever's in charge when all of this went down, do you honestly think that they would be able to take over the government to the point where they wouldn't need to go through Congress or the House of Representatives to get the Hunger Games established? I mean, they probably would have to rebel pretty bad and, like, destroying the government bad for someone to rise up and say that they're going to start the Hunger Games. Because I'm telling you right now, there's no way that there is absolutely no way that the Hunger Games, a bill or a law that allows a week or a day or a month, however long the Hunger Games take, to be placed into effect. Because the Congress, no, it wouldn't get through Congress, it wouldn't get through the House of Representatives, and even if somehow it did, because I don't know how it would, it would never get through there. If it somehow did, the judicial side of things, you know, would come waving the Constitution around, being like, no, let's read the facts. They'd probably even pull out the real deal for that, because there's no way that it would get passed. So again, I ask, how did these Hunger Games come to be with if it's a dystopian American society? And now let's go to all of you people who are international. So if you're not from America, now let's talk. Now think about your country. I'm not very good with geography or any of that kind of thing, but think about your country for a second. If America or another country decided that they were going to invent the Hunger Games, a fight to the death for all the kids of their, I don't know, cities, states, whatever it is that you guys have, provinces, I'm not that good with history or geography, so whatever you guys have, do you really think that if any country decided to start the Hunger Games, that the UN or your own country would just sit back and watch the show? Because if this really is a dystopian America, what's Canada and like Mexico and Europe and South America and Russia and Africa and Japan and China and all those other countries, what are they doing that is allowing the Hunger Games to happen in America? Are they just like, oh yeah, we'll just let them kill each other? Oh well, I really don't think that that would happen, and if this was really that bad of a dystopian society, and again, it would just not happen. So you guys know it's fictional. I'm talking about if it could actually happen. No, it couldn't. Maybe some of the technology could happen, because a train that travels that fast, yeah, that is going to happen one day. We're going to have a train that goes like so fast. One day a train will break the sound barrier, and then it looks like the Hunger Games already thought of that one. Sure, there'll probably be some sort of those kind of tracking devices, and maybe we'll have like the technology of those game domes, but they wouldn't be used in that sense, I think. Really, no. So in the end, I'm pretty sure a bunch of other countries would help stop whoever would start the Hunger Games in any country around the world. Any country, because I can't think of a reason that another country, especially if like they're allies with that country, would not be like, hey man, why a fight to the death? Why? Just they're kids. Why? Was the rebellion really that bad? It really would never happen. So don't worry, everyone. There's no way that the Hunger Games could happen. I don't know how it happened. That would be a great prequel, honestly. So Susan Collins, if you're out there watching this for some odd reason, that would be a fantastic prequel if you want to write that, because I know Divergent had like 4, like the untold story, and that was okay. I still prefer the the original, but I would read a book that explained how the Hunger Games dystopian society came to be. I would read that book, because it doesn't ever really explain it, ever. And honestly, it's a little cliche, but because of how it goes with the hero helping break the society open and all of that, and how it goes about it is very good. Having like the symbol for the Hunger Games, the Mockingjay, this girl who didn't really plan on that, who just wanted to help her sister. That's a good story, but the dystopian side of things doesn't really have any facts, especially when you're just dealing with, there was a rebellion and it started. It wasn't like, science stuff that caused it. Divergent had science stuff that caused it. The Maze Runner had science stuff that caused it, although again, I still question that a little bit, like why a maze? But that's for another time. And if you want to see, I saw the movie, so that's why I'm kind of thinking about Maze Runner right now a lot. So that's pretty much it. There's no way that the Hunger Games would ever be able to happen, because, well, American government would not allow it to happen, especially with the Constitution, because that thing would so not let the Hunger Games happen. Never. And plus, the other countries, you people in other countries, really, do you think that your government would just ignore another country who's having that kind of a problem, where their children are being sent to play in a game of fight to the death? No, I think at least there has to be some other country that would be like, hey, yeah, America, what's up? Why? Just why? Or was that rebellion really that bad? So that's what I have for you today, and we're going to be having our Leletia character review coming up soon for the record of a fallen vampire. I'm getting excited too because we're only about a week away, actually. So a week from Tuesday, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. I just realized that R is not an R, it's an N. So I'm sorry for saying Margus the whole entire time. But Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, only a week away. So I'm going to be getting on that one probably next. I want to get the Hunger Games out there before the movie starts. So I don't know if I'm going to do Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard first, or if I'm going to be doing the Hunger Games first. So you're going to have to stick around and wait and see. Hopefully, if I keep doing this, bringing my camera to campus and just taking time between classes to film a video, hopefully that'll help me be able to get more content out to you. And I hope that my editing will get better too, because I'm working on getting a better software program than Windows Movie Maker. No offense to Windows Movie Maker, but that's more for picture videos than actual videos. And then you guys can actually see some of my editing skills. There's a guy on a motorcycle. So, you'll probably be seeing a lot more of the scenery around here. Get some good nature in before, it starts snowing, because you know how cold that was. But that was the Hunger Games World Review. We'll be getting to those character reviews either before or after Magnus Chase, but we've still got another week for Magnus Chase. Maybe I'll do one more predictions video. I've been brushing up on my Norse mythology, and when I say Norse mythology, I mean I'm trying to forget all the stuff that Marvel has told us about Thor and Loki, because the Norse, they're more messed up than the Greeks. That's saying something, because mythology can get pretty messed up. So, they're even more messed up, so this should be a fun series. Looking forward to reading Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard in a week, probably by the time this is posted. And that is the world review. Leletia is coming up next. I think that we have 2 more characters after Leletia, and then we're going to be moving on to Margus. I keep saying Margus. To Magnus Chase, and then we're going to either be moving on to Magnus or Katniss, whichever one. I'm going to read the book, and then I'll probably decide. So I'm probably going to end up doing Magnus first, but you never know. You'll be seeing a lot more of this scenery. So that's it for today. Hope you would like the change of scenery. Sorry if the sound's a little off. Something's on over there. Not really sure what. I think it's like a air conditioning thing that's on over there. So sorry about the sound, and I'll see you guys next time with Leletia's character review. And as for the world review, because we gotta do a world review, I think I'm gonna go with Daughter of Smoke and Bone for the next world review. And we will be getting into the Hunger Games and Magnus Chase as soon as Magnus Chase comes out, and as soon as I'm finished with the last 3 Record of a Fallen Vampire characters. So be looking forward to that, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!